All right, guys, so welcome back again here. The score as shown in the last upload was 6-4, where Mr. Pink had actually taken the lead. He has regained his 2-rack advantage that he had initially orchestrated. So now we are going back here now, and we're going to be taking a look at his break in the 11th rack. All right, so wow, that's a pretty good break shot, and down goes the 9, adding salt to the wound of Apex after making such a grave mistake where he could have leveled the score at 5-all. He gave away a rack, 6-4, and now to add salt to the wound, a break, a golden break, to take a 7-4 lead, the highest rack advantage so far in this match. We can safely say that Mr. Pink here has basically taken the momentum of this match. Alright, so that does happen, ladies and gentlemen, whenever you break a 9-ball game and the 9-ball goes down and the cue ball stays on the table. It's known as a golden break and a win. So going into rack number 12 here, getting some action on the 9-ball there, but again, like in the previous racks, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Pink has been losing control of the cue ball, and he has succumbed to his inconsistency on the break by scratching there. So now Mr. Apex here has an open table, fairly open table, still needs to plan very well exactly how he's going to run out this rack. So a ball in hand to start this rack here, and he's now on the 1, setting the angle on the 1, coming off 1 rails here just to come in near to the middle of the table. Nicely done. He's now on the 2. The 4 is in the same vicinity here. Alright, so looks as if he's going top right, maybe 1-2 rails to come out back again to the middle of the table. So let's see how he works this cue ball here. Okay, 1-2. Needed a little bit more spin on that though, because that ball went a little bit long. Still in prime position here though. Still in prime position here. Looks like he's going to run into the 7, so he has to be careful here. Alright, has to be careful here. Alright, the 5 is over the side, so he can maybe get some leverage on this here. So the 4, oh, nasty little miss there. That's an elementary miss shot. Definitely not something that you can attribute to the skill set or the skill level of Mr. Apex. Definitely that's a makeable shot, and that could also add even more salt to the wound, because now Mr. Pink is more relaxed, settled, and even more composed now that he has a 3-rack advantage to kind of settle himself in and focus. So play that 4-ball off 2 rails, coming out near to the head spot, 5 in the side. Maybe this let me see here, is he going to just gonna go 1 rails using the outside spin? Look at the control on that cue ball. A little bit over rolling here though. A little bit over rolling though. Needed to just stay below the side pocket would have been good, keeping an angle. But here he's looking like he's going for an exotic 3-rail position here. 1, 2, 3. Wow, he missed the 6 though. He missed the 6. I actually thought that that was a really exotic shot. I think that maybe there could have been another option, but I'm just smiling there to see such exceptional shot that he is trying to play there. Alright, really is a very flamboyant player for those who know him in person, so definitely that was a really nice shot, a nice attempt at that shot there. Alright, wow, fortuitous again. Apex tried to play a safe behind the 9, left the 6 open. Mr. Pink went at the 6, missing it by a mile, but getting fortuitously lucky and putting the 6 back into the adjacent corner pocket. falling on the 7, playing into the rail here, coming out to the middle of the table, stop shot, stun draw shot on the 8, easy 9 to take a 8-4 lead. Taking an 8-4 lead here. Alright, so he's far ahead. Full stretch, still early. It's a 9-ball game and any card can play. So let's see how the remaining match goes. At the moment, it is Mr. Pink with the momentum. Very calm, very composed, very relaxed. Taking advantage of some really uncharacteristic error being executed by Mr. Apex. Assuming here that this could be as a result of the pressure, or it could also be as a result of not feeling as comfortable with the table conditions. Table conditions are good, but it's very unfamiliar. So let's see how the remaining rack goes. Again, Mr. Pink, definitely not sure if he's recognizing the inconsistency on his break, but I'm sure he will see it very soon. There again, that 9-ball got some action. The cue ball also is running around the table. Had some high tops on that shot though. So that cue ball popped and went forward. Pocketed the ball nevertheless. Nice spread. And off to a great start. 1-2 rails coming out. Beautiful shot to get back onto the 2. Pretty nice angle. This looks to be just a simple 1 rail shot to come back out. Ooh, really close here though. Wow. Didn't need to be near the 6 or the 7 though. Definitely a miss hit. Just needed to be below the 7. Just come in between the 7 and the 3. To just perhaps create some sort of angle to get back onto the 5. But nevertheless, he's on the 3. It happens in 9-ball, where sometimes you fall out of line, but based on your capability, you're able to do what Mr. Pink just did. Fall onto the 3. Nice stun control finish shot on the 3 to get below the 5. So now all he needs to do now is to just pocket this 5 and stay in line on the 6. Alright, so he's rolling that 5 down, and again that pocket. There you can see frustration about the 4th or the 5th time that pocket has definitely failed Mr. Pink. Can Apex take advantage of this here? Alright, let's go in rail first, pocketing the 5, coming around 2 rails for a shot at the 6. It's it's imperative that Mr. Apex here stays composed and try to just wrap up this rack to kind of reduce the deficit. A scoreline of 8-5 is looking a lot better than 9-4. Alright, so there you have it. Pretty good shot though. Definitely would have wanted a little less angle on the 6 to get back on the 7. So he had to just do a little stun there to get back onto the 7. But it's still a makeable shot that offers guaranteed position once he has pocketed the 7. So just stunning across to the side rail, back and out, leaving a nice little angle on the 8 here. Should be an easy transition from the 8 to the 9. Just kind of deciding what he needs to do, either to draw or to go forward. Forward seems to be the option. So just going maybe 1-2 rails and back out. Nicely done. Beautifully controlled. Nice execution here, just to reduce the deficit. Alright, and now we have a score line of what should have actually been a 9-5 is now reduced to 8-5. Alright, so Mr. Apex is still in the match. It's not yet over. Another unforced error. An error that usually, as I said, ladies and gentlemen, are not mistakes that we make when we are perhaps playing a casual game or so. But you know that there are other variables, as mentioned before, that is in play here. Nerves, the humidity, the table condition is different for, at least it's different for me. Not sure how consistently he plays on this particular table, but this is his home ground, so he should perhaps play more games on this table than me. So I can't say that it is as a result of lack of skills, but it's just due to adjustments. Alright, Mr. Apex has had a consistent break. You can see him moving from the first diamond intersection to the side rail, just kind of feeling out, and there again popping that cue ball off the table. In a couple of rocks earlier, he tried to break with some power and the cue ball didn't even touch the rock, it flew off the table. There again, another unforced error in the break. I think that cue ball popped just in front of the one, breaking the pack and opening and heading off the table. So that's another unforced error here. Alright, Mr. Pink ball in hand, just kind of stunning that one there into the side. Pretty good shot going across here. Does he have the angle to come under the 7 or above the 7? He bumped into the 7. So there you can see he definitely did not have enough angle to get out. So he wanted to use the 7 as a stopper, but he missed again. Another uncharacteristic error. Definitely both of us, regardless of who the winner may be, we both have stuff to go back to the drawing board to work on. Definitely not missing some of these easy shots and also playing better positions and controlling. But again, Apex back out, just going 2 rails. There he's just bumping the 3rd rail there. Didn't want to be on the rail though. Definitely did not want to be on the rail. He's on the wrong side of the 4 to get back onto the 5. So let's see how he navigates to get here. Just settling down for the 5. Can the 5 pass the 6 and the 9 though? Looks possible. He's looking at it. He's definitely looking at it. Looks a little bit cheeky. As you can see, he's just kind of eyeing it up here. Not sure if he's trying to play a billiard off the 9 or off the 6, or it's a two-way shot. Let's see what he's going to do here. He's actually trying to make the 5, and the position on the 6 was of course of great importance there, but he's gotten the 2nd best prize, which is a fortuitous safety. Mr. Pink has decided to do a slight massé around, just kind of nudging that 5 there. Didn't do much with that though. I saw that he wanted to just go 1 rail, thin the 5, maybe carry the cue ball down back behind those colors, the 7 and the 6. Didn't work out for him. So again, consider that to be another mighty grave error. Alright, overrolling that shot though, definitely. Not sure. Seems as if he was trying to play for the side pocket. But was it necessary? Should he have played for the corner? Looking around the table though, definitely he was playing for the side. But again, the speed of the shot. The speed of the shot is what's the main concern here. So now he has to really thread the needle. Go between the 6 and the 9. Sorry, go between the 7 and the 9 to get position back on the 7. Pretty good shot. 2 rails there. He's pointing at the area that he thinks the cue ball is going to stop. Again, that is speed control. There you can see just flashing the arms, just kind of really feeling uncomfortable with the speed of the table. Definitely gonna have to look at doing some speed control drills. My table is maybe twice as slow as this one, so you can understand the importance of trying to adjust here. But now he's on the 7. Nice little stun shot under the 9 here could work. So it seems as if he's aiming low. Wow. Good attempt. 2nd best prize. Not a makeable shot. Again, a fortuitous outcome for Mr. Apex, because Mr. Pink doesn't have an high percentage opportunity to. He has a bank available though. So he went for the bank actually. Almost again got lucky. Almost carrying off the 9 into the corner. So definitely there, Mr. Pink is trying to secure or maintain that 3 rack advantage that he currently has right now. Couple of errors being made by both players. Alright, some uncharacteristic, some positionally created, but here Mr. Apex is going for the shot, looking aggressive, aiming low. So I'm assuming that he's going to the side rail and trying to use some low left spin to come back down onto the short rail for the 8. Let's see how he does here. Pretty good stroke. Does he have the legs? Does he have the legs? He doesn't. He doesn't have the legs. He needed more power on that. But you can understand, again, the importance of staying in line when you're playing the game of 9 ball. Now all he has here is 2 options. He has a 1 rail kick on both sides of the side rail. So he can either kick this way that he's looking, or as he's going around he can kick that way. I think kicking towards the left offers more chances, because if he pockets the 8, the cue ball may give him a shot on the 9, or if he misses the 8, maybe he can snooker himself behind the 9. And the second option works out for him. Great shot. Great decision there. Under tremendous duress. Great decision, but oh my lord, that is an absolute cracker of a shot. Missing an easy 1 rail kick. Definitely a missed. Was not orchestrated there. Think the momentum as Mr. Apex draws near to now reducing the deficit again from 8-5 to now 8-6. Not sure if Mr. Pink is feeling a bit uncomfortably. He had a great advantage there. 4 rocks. Little smirk on his face though. Perhaps just, laughing at some of these simple errors here. Still looks composed. Doesn't look too antsy. Doesn't look too nervous. Guess he's still confident in himself that he's going to take this match. But he has been playing well for the most part. I have to say though, he has run some good patterns. He has also laid up some good attempted safety. He's been doing some pretty good kick shots here. So let's see how Mr. Apex here does with the break. Losing a little bit of control there with the cue though. With the cue ball. That cue ball went all the way down table. That was a soft break. That soft break is definitely as a result of the fact that on the last break, that cue ball went flying off the table. So he had to control. A push out was called by Mr. Pink, leaving a slither of the 1 though. Is it enough to make this 1? Or can a safety be executed here? A natural safety is available here though. But is he going for the shot or is he going for the safety? He's going for the shot. Great shot by Mr. Apex. Very calm and composed here. With a score of 8-6, is looking far better than 9-4. So I see that here he has an opportunity to grab again the momentum that Mr. Pink had. So pretty good shot on the 1. Not sure if he was playing a safety though. Looks like he was playing the shot. Definitely. So nice of the shot there. Nice of the control. Just bumping off 1 rails. Coming right out there. Has a perfect angle to just play center ball. Stun along the tangent line there to just go a little bit below the 5. Pretty good. Very good shot. Excellent. Maintaining complete control. Very calm and composed. Looks a little bit more relaxed around the table. So here, 5. Looks like he's going 2 rails forward. 1. Oh, just 1 rail. Nice. Ooh, ending up a little bit high though on the 6. Was he trying to play for the corner or was he trying to play for the side? Based on the speed, looks like he was playing for the side. The 7 though, the 7. He's on the wrong side to get an easy shot on the 7 into the left bottom corner. So he may have to play position for a combo, because I'm not sure that 7 passes the 9. So there you go. 1 rail, 2 rails just coming out. There you can definitely see that he played for a combination. It's a tough shot though. Definitely it was worth trying to get on the lower side of the 6 so he could transition easily back to the 7, but he fell short and he had to negotiate for the angle that he had. So now the only shot left here is to try to go for a combination 7-9. Alright, so he's just aligning himself here. Where on the 7 should I hit so he can contact the exact spot on the 9 to deposit it into the pocket. Taking some time out, and this is essential. This is pretty important here. Making this shot here could definitely turn the tables. Let's see here. Ooh, very close. Almost getting that 9 though. Almost getting that 9 in another pocket. Okay, so he had the opportunity to take the advantage. Again, it's a swing and a miss. Swinging of momentums here. Nice shot there by Mr. Pink. Settling down, going 1 rail, 2 rails, 3 rails. Beautiful speed control there. He's on the 8. Just kind of settling down, kind of deciding what he wants to do based on where he places his cue stick. He just going 2 rails, 1, 2, slide out, going 3 rails. Such beautiful control on the white. Can I say it enough in this match that this young man is one of the fastest rising player in the Jamaican pool fraternity. Let's not look at the errors that we have made or the errors that he has made, but let's look at how much he remains composed regardless of all the mistakes that he's making. Because for those who watch pool or play pool will know that this game is more mental than anything else. Very important that you keep your mental game strong, because mistakes do happen and recovery is important. How do you maintain consistency during a high intensity match when the stakes are high and the bragging rights is on the line? Don't think that this is a bragging rights match though. This is more of a healthy, friendly competition between two rivals from two different parishes in this country. So there we have it, Mr. Pink regaining his 3 rack advantage, now leading the score of 9-6. Apex had the chance, but he slipped up. And again, nice little break, getting a couple of bumps there from a couple of balls coming off the side rails and from the center of the table. So Mr. Pink definitely there. Lost a little bit of control on the white, but it's in a better place than it was in his last 6 or 7 break shots. So nice little shot there. 1 rail coming out to the middle of the table. The 3 is in the open. So there's a little stun draw here. You can see him aiming low. So a little stun draw to the side rail, back out. He had some angle, hence he had to go to the side rail. So now 4, that's where he wants it. You can see he's just aligning himself. He's just going to just play with a little bit of stun draw, finesse shot to go under the 4. Beautiful control, exactly in the area that he had predicted. Now he's on the 4. Just gonna roll forward for the 5 though. Needs to get a little bit flat, little bit high. Definitely not the ideal position, but still a makeable shot, similar to a shot that I got earlier in the earlier racks. So I guess he's just gonna play 1 rail and come out, or is he gonna go for 2 rails? 2 rails, thin cut, nicely, beautiful control. Would you look at that? Absolutely spectacular. This young man is one to watch for the future. Oh no, oh no. Did he play too fast? Oh my lord. Absolutely. A crack of a shot. He was trying to draw 1 rail to go back in line for the 8. Was there another option available? I'm not so certain. He definitely is disappointed because There he had an opportunity to regain his 4 rack advantage that he worked so hard for, and due to an uncharacteristic mistake, he lost 2 racks because of that error. Now he has regained the rack, had a great opportunity to regain the 4 rack advantage, made a grave mistake, and again, the deficit has been reduced from 9-6 to now 9-7. Score should have actually been 10-6, but it is 9-7. Good enough for Mr. Apex here, because he did make an error which gave up his opportunity to reduce the deficit to 1. So now I guess the pool gods were not in favor of Mr. Pink, but instead in favor of Mr. Apex. Let's see if Apex can get a better break. Definitely a little bit coward. You can see the slow speed on the break. Definitely, this table is breaking really good though. This table is breaking really good. And you can definitely see that he's not trying to break too hard, because of course the table is popping the cue ball off the table. Not bad though, not bad, not bad, not bad. There was no makeable shot there, so he just opted for a defensive shot. It's containment, a jump shot is available. 2 rails is available. But surely, just touching this 1 will not suffice. He has to create some sort of defensive opportunity after making contact with this 8. Based on where he was aiming, it seems as if he's going for a 3-rail kick. So it looks to be causing some separation here. Just kind of calculating the angle that he needs to go off. So here we go. 1 rail, 2 rail, 3 rails. Almost making contact with the 1. Was a 2-rail option better there? I guess he was going for the 3-rail kick simply because it would have caused some separation between the cue ball and the 1. But definitely missing that shot there. Mr. Pink has opted to try to hook Mr. Apex behind the 7 or the 3. And a great safety. So Mr. Apex here is on 1 foul. As mentioned before, the 3-foul rule is in full effect. So this means, for the viewers and subscribers, a 3-foul rule is where an opponent fails to make contact with the lowest numbered ball 3 times in a row on 3 consecutive innings will result in a loss of rock. So Mr. Apex has to be kicking here, and there we have it. Again, a missed opportunity to make contact with the 1. That was a pretty good safety. Really good choice, really good decision there. A lot of players may have perhaps decided to go to pocket the 1, which would have cancelled the foul that I am on. And that's a fine, mighty safety. I believe that I am completely hooked on this 8. Cue ball seems to be wedged up. Cue ball seems to be wedged up, a scratch of the neck there. Cue ball seems to be wedged up against the 8. He's literally cut off all the rail options here. Absolutely. The only part of the rail that I can see is the nearest part of the long rail here. I'm on 2 fouls. Failure to make contact with this 1 ball. There I'm saying to him, that's a really good safety. Failure to make contact with this 1 ball is definitely going to result in Mr. Pink taking a 10-7 lead. Trying to figure out where on the rail could I contact here to absolutely make some sort of miraculous contact here. I cannot go 1 rail to make contact with the 1. I cannot see the short rail. At least I can see the short rail, but I literally have to be down to the lower half of the table. It is definitely too close to the rail, so there's going to be a hop. This is such a great safety that this is worth having another look at. Definitely, this is worth having another look at. Wow. Nothing here, nothing. Definitely. Great decision by Mr. Pink. Absolutely fantastic. There he's smiling. Yeah, you got some good safety, young lad. You got some good safety. Definitely was. Not even sure where that started from though. Definitely not sure where that started from. Crazy game. Really fun game though. When it's in your favor, it's definitely good. When it's not, it can be a pain in the neck. But great shot, great decision, great safety play. He knew that it was imperative for him to lock that cue ball up against the 8. And with such a decision in a critical point in the match where the momentum or the fight for the momentum is swinging from one player to the next, Mr. Pink made a great decision. Now he has a 10-7 lead, regaining his 3-rack advantage. There again, that break shot. That cue ball is running around the table. He has pocketed a ball. Actually, he has pocketed 2 balls. So it still turns out to be a good break. He has a opportunity here. Is he going for the bank? He's actually going for the bank. But the position of the 2 though, not sure if that was an attempted bank shot or was it a two-way shot. Because based on the fact that if he had made this 1 ball, he wouldn't have had a shot on the 2. Let's see here though. That's a miss. Mr. Apex is not out of it. Trying to play a snooker. Playing again that 1 ball. Too full. Too much speed on the 1. Less speed on the cue ball. Resulting in a good attempted safety. But the 1 ball peeped its neck out. Again, another uncharacteristic miss shot there. What seems to be happening in this match right now, I think it's just a moment of complacency. Seems to be going 3 rails. 1 side, 2, 3 rails coming around. It's a pretty good position shot. If he can get on the 2 though. Saw that with such a good attempt at a positional shot. He really deserved a better outcome though. Alright, pretty good attempt, but he's just not, pool gods are not in his favor at the moment. Only has a 1 rail kick though. Just needs to just kind of touch this 2 ball just lightly maybe. This cue ball is flying off the rails though. It's pretty fast rails. And again, we consider this at the top level a sellout. Crazy sellout here. Alright, rolling this 2 ball in nicely, settling for the 3 in the side. He needs to get back around to the 5 though. So he has to definitely avoid this 7. He's just losing some low left hand spin here. Okay, so he has just settled for the 5 in that treacherous pocket that he has missed about 5 or 6 shots so far in this match that has cost him severely. Can he make the 5? Yes, he has conquered that demon. That demon of a pocket that has caused him so much misery so far. He has finally executed a tough shot into that pocket. And again, missing. Again, he's not taking. There is a little annoyed with himself for missing such a great shot. And again, it's that pocket. It is that pocket again. This time, it wasn't the pocket that was the major issue here. It was really the fact that he actually mishit that shot. So it's that pocket again. Definitely, I'm sure that if he's practicing, or if he's going back to the practice table after watching this match, definitely that pocket is going to be a pocket that he's going to have to play quite a few practice shots on, because that pocket seems to be his worst nightmare in this match. As he conquered it, then it failed him again. Alright, so Mr. Apex here is on the 6. Really good shot here. Seems to be going for the corner. Maybe just going off the side rails, coming back into the middle of the table, or back over to the same side here. Needs to make the 6 though. Got position on the 7. Just undercutting that ball a little bit. So Mr. Pink here has now seized an opportunity that was unforeseen. That pocket wobbled that 6. Down, he says, down. Hasn't failed him this time. Now he's on the 7. A stop shot, maybe a stun draw, maybe depending on the angle. Should get him a nice position on the 9, stunning across with the angle. Dead straight in to take an 11-7 lead. Finally, regaining his 4-rack advantage that he has worked so hard for. Alright, he has lost a couple of times. He was leading 8-4. The deficit was reduced to 8-6. He went up 9-6. He lost again at 9-7. He went up 10-7 and now back at 11-7. Only 2 racks to go for Mr. Pink to take this a wonderful match. And again, ladies and gentlemen, you are not going to see all the match as mentioned before in the previous upload because we lost some of the footage, I believe. Well, this is the 18th rack, so I believe maybe 2 more racks, and then I think we lost rack number 12 and 13 where Mr. Pink, well, we lost rack number 12 where Mr. Pink actually won, and we do have the final rack, or a part of the final rack, which ended the match. So do apologize again for that if it is that you do not see all the other match. Okay, so a break off there, not seeing the 1. Calling a push out there, not sure though. Think he just didn't want to leave a shot on the 1. He just moved the 3 down to where the 1 is, maybe just trying to block off the 1 a little bit. Play the 3 a little bit hard though. So Mr. Apex here, just kind of going around, kind of looking to see if there's a cut shot there. Not available, so he has returned the push out to Mr. Pink. What was his plan? After making that push out, what was the plan that he had? We are about to see what he decides to do here. He decides to just bank the 1, come up table, getting a friendly little bump there on the 5. Nicely done. Surely, don't think that was the exact plan, but it worked out for him regardless. Just leaving Mr. Apex here with a kick. So now he just needs to just kick, make contact with the 1, maybe just trying to snooker it behind the 4 or the 8. Okay. Again, not getting a good roll. So he's left a shot for Mr. Pink, overcutting. He was actually using some inside spin there, so I don't think he compensated for the swerve, because that cue ball went to the short rail and just bend inside 2 rails to come for the 2. So definitely he had some spin on that. But let's see here. Alright, again, that pocket seems to be a demon for both players. Mr. Pink missing an easy shot. Mr. Apex running to the table, trying to take advantage, missing again that shot. So Mr. Pink here is going to be going around 2 rails. Why that shot though? Why that position? He didn't need it to be on that side of the table though. He perhaps just needed to just stay and take a longer shot on the 2. But he has again snookered himself, going 1 rail, 2 rails. It's a good kick off 2 rails, but again at this level, kicking without an element of defense is known as a sellout. And so he has left me with a really makeable 2 ball here. Just maybe just stun run through. It's a little stun run through here. Pick up a bit too much follow though. Pick up a bit too much follow on that. Needed to just kind of play a little bit more closer to the center. Played a little bit too high, so the ball had a lot more follow than what he anticipated. He's not on the 3, but he's going for an aggressive kick. Good attempt though. Sell out again. Definitely we can say that this match is full of so many different things happening. Missed shots of all kinds, kick shots of all kinds, safety plays, coming close, not getting a perfect roll. Again, looking very disappointed there. He's not feeling, he's so close to the finishing line here. Perhaps maybe it's just a little bit of emotions riding high. Just kind of getting on the hill is going to be imperative for Mr. Pink here. And again, he's just not fledging here. Seems to be going for the cut shot. Aggressive he goes, but missing. Alright, so definitely he needs to get closer to executing some of these shots. Definitely this is going to be a match worthy to be watched by both opponents. My viewers and my subscribers also, you will see and perhaps have a lot to say, have a lot to critique about. Maybe shots that you thought that we missed, maybe you could have made it. But playing 9 ball, for those who know, is going to be, will know that position takes preference over pocketing a ball, because if you pocket the ball and you don't get position, then absolutely making the shot would have been to no avail. Mr. Apex here just kind of cutting that ball, going 2 ways nicely. Well done. Well done. Tough shot, really tough shot, because the zone to get back into that 6, he needed to be on the side rail though, but the angle that he had on the 5 only offered him a 3 rail option. So he slide just in front of the 6. Now he looks to be going for the cut, is he? Seems to be going for the cut though. And again, looks to be going inside here. It's actually going outside. Again, awful miss, awful miss. Now again, you can see that at this point, most of the times is where it lets up for Mr. Apex, where he leaves Pink, Mr. Pink, with 3 or so balls in near vicinity. And this is what it has come down to. Mr. Pink always takes advantage when there's 3, 4, maybe 5 balls on the table in near vicinity. And Mr. Pink here has, oh my lord, he's not landed on the 9 like he wanted to. This is a tough shot though, because this cue ball with such a thin cut may be heading towards the corner. There you can see he's using the peace sign, Dr. Dave peace sign rule to determine the 30-degree angle after the cut. So he needs to just kind of figure out where is his cue ball going after the cut. He also needs to negotiate for the thinness. So that cue ball is heading close to the corner, cutting thinly. Ooh, missing the 9. Wow. A turn in the tails. Could this be a turn in the match? Pocketing that 9 would have definitely placed him on the hill. Definitely placed him on the hill. Alright guys, I think we are about to switch to the final rack somewhere about now. So it's now 11-8. It's now 11-8. We're about to switch to the final rack. This is where we lost the footage. Alright. So switching to the final rack here. This is where we lost the footage, ladies and gentlemen. So just gonna skip and go to the final rack here. Alright. So here's the final rack. I actually won that last rack that you saw there that I was about to break. And so the score at the moment right now is 11-9. So we had to change cameras to catch the final rack. So let's see how this turns out here. Pretty soft break there though. A ball was deposited into the pocket. So Mr. Apex has a shot on the 1. He has to bridge over the 6 though. So this is a tough shot, because us getting back onto the 3 is going to be mighty difficult. So looks like he's attacking, jacked up, mishitting that shot there, leaving the 1 open. Definitely know that the 1 can pass. So he was actually trying to play a billiard, a 1-5. But I'm sure, well, I guess if he went for the billiard, obviously the shot was not makeable. So this is just definitely a safety shot here. Banking the 1, coming across under the 6-7, using the 6-7 as cover. So pretty good. Mr. Pink here going for an aggressive one-way kick close into the pocket, almost making the 1 off the 5. Alright, so here we go. Mr. Apex here. Just gonna stun run through maybe, or stun across here. For the 3, again itching up on that 6-7. Now he has to stretch, maybe go for the bridge. Has to go for the bridge definitely, because bridging over that 6-7. Mr. Pink being on the hill seems very relaxed here. Just maybe one more opportunity, and he should be able to close this match here. Imperative that I make this 3 ball here. Needs to get position onto the 4. Has to get position onto the 4 though. Cutting the 3, coming down. Heading towards the side though. Ooh, pretty close. But snookered. This is not ideal. Mr. Pink being on the hill right now is not going to do Apex any justice here. So now a jump shot is going to be, he has to make this jump shot in order to run this rack or to even have a chance. Missing the 4 ball completely. That could possibly be his final shot in this match. And I believe it is. I believe that this is where Mr. Pink is going to run this rack here. You can see he's figuring out the angle that he needs to get on the 5 so that he can get back onto the 6. So just kind of setting up. He's going for the 4 into the side. And as mentioned to you before, once the table is open partially and the balls are laying nice, usually Mr. Pink, they're not very satisfied with where he has fallen, so he has to go and negotiate the cue ball here to get a better position onto the 6. A nice little inside spin here coming under the 6. Balls are laying nicely, just connecting the dots here. As mentioned to you before, ladies and gentlemen, we're coming to the closing of this match here. Mr. Pink is very good at running out 5-6 ball racks. 5-6 balls on a table. Beautiful shot from the 6 to the 7 there. Coming a little bit close to that side pocket though, but now he's just going to negotiate to go 1, 2, maybe 3 rails. He's trying to go under the 8. 1, 2, 3 under the 8. Beautiful shot to end this rack. And now he's definitely going to be taking the win here for a 39 victory over Apex. Great match by both players. Great racks run. Lot of wonderful stuff happened in this match. Awesome. Well done, Mr. Pink, taking a 39 win. Just a nice soft punch into the ear. Well done. Congratulations, sir. It's a great match, filled with drama and everything. Thank you to all my viewers and subscribers who have taken the time out to watch the entire match. Hope that you were able to learn something. And I encourage you to put in the work as best as you can so you can also improve. Do take care until next time. Signing out, APEXELGENIO. We're going in for another set here. Take care.